everybody out there on Al Gore's internet. I won't be before you long. I just what's up, Heinz? I won't be before you long. I actually got a meeting at 11:30. I actually got a one-on-one scheduled for 11:30, so I won't be before you long, but I decided to jump on Al Gore's internet because a lot of times um you may hear myself and other traders talk about when you're putting in limit orders in the live market, they don't execute the same way they do as when you're trading like during playback or sim, whatever you want to call it, right? So today it happened again today, and good morning here to learn and share. It happened again to me today. It happens very frequently because I use limit orders. I use limit orders. The only thing that I don't use limit orders for are my stops, because I trade futures, right? And my stops is it's a stop market. So let me get right to what I'm talking about, so I don't dilly dally too long. Because again, I do have a one-on-one schedule for 11:30, so I got a hard out. Pause. I got a hard out at no later than 11:20 ish. Okay, so for those of you that's in the gang, y'all know that I trade with a trade copier, and I use a sim account to manipulate my personal account, my Apex funded accounts, my Apex PA accounts. I shouldn't say funded accounts, my Apex PA accounts, my Apex eval accounts. Like like this is one of my Apex eval accounts right here, right? That's one of my Apex eval accounts right there, right? So I have like other stuff on the screen over there, but I use this to manipulate them. It's like a trade copier. Poke that over there. See, it's like a trade copier here. And I don't want to put too much out there, get all my information out there, but you have like different accounts in there, and you turn them on and turn them off, what you want to control with the trade copier. And you see it say leader, right? Blah, 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 blah. Right. So anyway, that's out of the way for people that might come in and be like, "Hey, you're talking about trading in the live market, but it says that's a sim account right there." Shut up. Now, so as you see here, I have executions on the screen right here from a trade that I got into today, right? That I got into this morning, right? And I know you're probably thinking, Tim, the market is like tanking. Why did you go long? Because I saw a setup. I saw a setup to go long that could get me at least 10 points. That's what I saw. Now, back to regular schedule program. If you notice here, let me turn my fancy dancy on. I don't know how well you can see the fancy dancy, the dot there. Let me see if I can remember how to turn off the crosshairs on. Yes, I do. All right. So right here, you see right here, it says that I got long 2 contracts at 43.2850. Right. And if you look over here, I have an ATM strategy set up that's called PA default. Let me walk you through my PA default. So my PA default, right? My PA default strategy, it's 2 contracts, right? It gets me in with both contracts with a 19 tick stop loss. For those who don't know, that's 4 points. That's 4 3/4 points. That's 1 tick less than 5 points, right? Yes, y'all can see my screen. Good morning, FC. The reason why I got it one tick less than 5 points is because little Timmy Rogers is so anal when it comes to minute details that if I put it at exactly 5 points, then with commission costs, if I take a full stop, it's going to be more than 5 points with the commission costs. Now, and then if you see on one contract, the profit target is 43 ticks, which is 10 and 3/4 points, right? That's 10 and 3/4 points, right? And I'll explain that in a minute. And then the second contract is 81 ticks, which is 20 and 1/4 points, right? Walk with me through my mind. So I add an extra point tick like this right here. I want 20 points on the second contract. I add an extra tick to cover the contract costs. On this one right here, you say, Tim, that's 3 extra ticks. I'm glad you can do math. If you notice on my stop strategy, for the first contract, it says none. And for the second contract, it says custom. Now, these 3 ticks come in where if you notice here, profit target says 43. So once the first contract once the price hits 43 ticks, it's gonna shave one contract off, right, at 43 ticks. And then it's gonna move my stop to exactly 10 points, right? To exactly 10 points. So when price hit 43 ticks and take one contract off, it's going to move the stop for the other contract to exactly 10 points, right? So if it come back and take that second contract out at 10 points, with those 3 extra ticks on that first contract, that's going to make up for the contract cost on both contracts so that I will have at least 10 points of profit. It's going to be just over 10 points in profit. That's what those 3 ticks are for. That's how anal I am when it comes to my profit targets. Right now, with that being said, when price hits 43 ticks or 10 and 3/4 points, it's supposed to take me out of that first contract, right? And then move my stop to exactly 10 points. Now, let me repeat it again because I got like 4 or 5 minutes. I got a one-on-one schedule, right? When price hits 10 and 3/4 points, it's supposed to take the first contract out, move the stop loss to exactly 10 points, right? And keep going. Now, let's see what happened today. Here is my entry, right? I'm getting my calculator, right? I entered at 4328.5. I don't know how well y'all can see that, right? And when price gets to 10 and 3/4 points, 10.75, it should take the first contract off and then move my stop to 10 points even. So when price get to 4339.25, right? 43, yeah, 4339.25. It should take one contract off and then move my stop to 10 points even. Notice right here, I don't know how well you can see this, right? That's my entry. If you notice right here, right? I don't know how well you can see it, but that says, let me see if I can I adjust that some? Can I make that any bigger? I don't know if I can make that bigger or not. I thought you can change the text, but it's not letting me. I can't see where to change the text. Yeah, I can't see where to change the text. Anyway, right? That says stop 2 at 43.38.50. Right? That's my second contract. That's my second contract that's getting stopped out at 10 points even. Remember, I got in at 43.28.50. My second contract got stopped out at 43.38.50. Right? 43.38.50. So price came up to 43.39.25, and my ATM was triggered. It moved my stop loss up, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, whoa, because I heard that shing shing, but I didn't hear target fill, right? And I'm like, whoa, what just happened, right? I'm like, it didn't get me out of the trade, right? So it immediately stopped out my second contract, and it left my first contract sitting there. So I slid my first contract up, right? And I just started manually managing it to figure out where I was going to try to get at. I was just looking at different PD arrays over here. So I was looking at different PD arrays. Initially, I was shooting for this high, right? I slid it up to this high, and then, not that's neither here nor there. That's not the scope of this. But so as you see, what happened is in the live market, my order did not get filled at 43.39.25. And if I hover over this candle here, the high of that candle is 43.39.25, right? I'm looking over there at the price right there, 43.39.25. That's the high of that candle right there, right? So my order did not get filled, right? And you say, well, how do I know it didn't get filled? Because I have a stop loss right here for the second contract. See, that says stop 2, right? That's the stop loss for the second contract, right? Because you got target 1 and target 2, right? And then you have a order being filled, right? 2 minutes later at a higher price on target 1. Target 1 right there at 43.42 even got filled after target 2 got stopped out. Stop 2 for target 2. It got stopped out right where it's supposed to get stopped out. Where? At 40 ticks. When price, profit trigger, when price hits 43 ticks, move the target to 40, move the stop to 40 ticks for target 2. Stop 2, 43.38.50. I got in at 42.28.50, right? And then my target 1, which is target 1, which supposed to be the profit target of 43 ticks, didn't get taken out until 43.42, where it should have been taken out at 43.39.25. So I said all that to say, and I know a lot of people may be watching this like, hey, Tim, we know that. But there's a lot of people in the gang who aren't live trading yet, who aren't, what I'm saying, doing things in the active market yet. And I just want to be able to show you what I'm talking about when I say when you're using limit orders, right? When you're using limit orders in a live market, you are not guaranteed to get filled at that price, right? If you use market orders, you're gonna with futures, they're very liquid. So the spread on when I'm say on index futures like the ES, the NASDAQ, the spread is usually 1 tick. And if you look over here, you will see it's a 1 tick difference between the ask and the bid. You know what I'm saying? They're usually one tick. So if you go in with a market order, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to be one tick worse than what you wanted, because it's going to give you either the bid or the ask, depending on if you buying or selling, right? You're just going to be one tick worse than what you want. Now, when you have a stop market order in, if it's a fast moving candle, like a news candle, you can get slippage, because it'll give you the best price, best market prices can. And if it's moving super fast, you will catch, because I've caught slippage up to a whole point sometime. Like, I have like my copier on, and my sim account will be, just say it'll get out at 43, 42. And if it's like wicking super fast, my it hitting my stop, that is not like with limit orders is it giving in, but hitting my stop, it got it at 43, 48. You know what I'm saying? It may be like, I've had up to a point where it got me out at 43, 47, or 43, 49, depending on which way it was going. It'd be like a whole point sometime if it's moving super fast. But you say you took the same trade, Hines. That's what's up. But I just want to share that with you. Just understand that when you're practicing in your sim account, your limit orders will execute every single time, even if it just touches, if it come right to the tick, your sim trades will execute every single time. But in the live market, if you don't get that mohawk, as Michael likes to call it, if you don't get that at least one tick past it, if your entry price is 43, 28, 50, and the price don't go down to 43, 28, 25, 8 times out of 10 in the live market, you will not get picked up on a limit order. If you got a market if touched, because in Ninja Trader, you can it says MIT, right? You can hit sell MIT or buy MIT. That's market if touched. If it touches that price, then it'll just give you a market order and get you in, right? But if you got it set to limit, 8 times out of 10, if it don't go at least one tick past, you probably will not get picked up in the live market. That's all my time. I got like 4 minutes, because I have a one-on-one schedule at 11:30. Hopefully this helps somebody. If it didn't help you, I'll try again the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet. Until then, y'all be safe out here in these trading streets. Big Spider gone.